Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This week we are playing catch up.
Just think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. If you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging or painful, it's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. Because you're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
I thought that was gonna relax me and get rid of my headache, but it's actually worse because I spent the entire time being terrified that I was gonna get murdered because it's dark. So hi guys, welcome back to another chaotic video. As you already know, this week was a sort my life out kind of week. It was our formative review week, which ended up being basically a little bit of a holiday since we didn't have a lot on. But anyway, we begin this fun journey on Sunday night where I decided I needed to get my shit together because it was getting a little bit ridiculous at this point. So I did some cleaning, I did some cooking, I made this salmon and rice thingy that Emily Mariko makes on TikTok and is honestly the best thing ever. It's basically just deconstructed sushi, but it tastes so good. I've also been ordering groceries online recently, which is literally so handy because I don't have to carry a bunch of stuff back from the shops. And it actually saves so much money too, but the only problem is the cheapest slots are usually at like 9 p.m. Anyway, I just put all the food away, organized all of it. We move on to the Monday, which I don't care to admit what time I woke up on. Safe to say, I think it was probably the afternoon. But moving on, I made myself a coffee, I got a croissant. And then I eventually got to work.
Not before some Taylor Swift karaoke, of course, because I'm still not over the re-release. Anyway, here I was doing my case report, which was pretty much the only piece of work we had to hand in this term. We basically had to write up a patient we'd seen on the ward as though we were an F1 writing in their notes, and then we had to reflect on what we'd learned from that experience. So mine was about a potential heart attack that we'd picked up, which was definitely one of the most interesting cases I've seen this term.
It's a nice frigid Monday after. Ow. This week I have a formative review week, which essentially we have a lot of free time. We have a few sessions and we have a few kind of formative assessments just to see how we're doing, but the rest of the time is pretty much free time, which would be free time for me if I wasn't really behind on a bunch of lectures that I just told myself I would do later and never ended up doing. I need to use this week pretty much to catch up, and also just to sort my life out a little bit, because I have a bit of time to breathe before the next placement starts, which is surgery, which I'm freaking out just a little bit, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This weekend was supposed to be very productive. It ended up not being very productive because I had about 3 different variations of a migraine across the 3 different days. It's going well. I also need to do some more suturing practice today, I think. I tried it yesterday. It didn't go too well. They look so ugly, like so unbelievably ugly. So I'm gonna try and do it better today, and hopefully maybe we'll see some improvement, but I need to get that signed off. I've literally got like 50 different Taylor Swift lyrics floating around in my head at any given time, and it's just really loud. Yeah.
GU, you need to know UTI management and STI management. I think from this I made Ankies, like flashcards.
That night I had a supervision by some of the 5th years on management of common conditions, and then on Tuesday I unfortunately had to wake up early because I'd agreed to coach the novices since I was in Cambridge and I didn't have anything on in the mornings this week. I've sadly not been able to row this term because I've been on placements most of the time, which is still a very sore subject, but I have done a fair bit of coaching on the weekends mainly, which has definitely been nice. I got back looking like a sweaty mess because the cycle from the river to home is actually really quite far now, which kind of sucks, but we move.
Good morning. I'm in my new favourite seating spot, which is my kitchen counter. I had coaching this morning. It was actually very fun. I now feel very alive, especially cycling back. My legs are gonna hurt tomorrow, but because I have a lot to do today, and not a lot of time to do it in. Oh, I have a Zoom session at 12. I nearly forgot about that. Oops. I dropped my croissant. I'm gonna stop.
Safe to say I didn't go to that Zoom session. I think it was a therapeutics Q&A session, and since I didn't have any questions, I didn't think it would necessarily be worth going to, so naturally I made food instead. And then it was time for the dreaded suturing. Honestly, I find this so hard. Like, my hand-eye coordination isn't fabulous to begin with, but I'm telling myself it's the foam's fault because it's obviously not analogous to real skin and tissue, and it's really hard to maneuver, and it rips, and it's just really annoying. So yeah, it's definitely not me. It's the foam.
My neck hurts from looking down. I don't even think they're better this time around. This is the row I did a few days ago. They're not even. I actually also only have one more needle, so I guess we've got one last attempt. And if that one goes to shit, I'm just gonna take this in. I don't know what to do now. I'm trying to avoid watching lectures as much as possible, but I know I need to do it. I'll have a bit of a break from doing absolutely nothing mental of using icons. Okay. I'm gonna get back to you when I can speak English. Yeah. I've ended up in bed. That's a surprise to absolutely no one. Purchasing this was the best idea. The mug and the hot chocolate.
Not gonna lie, Wednesday wasn't the highlight of my week. I'm pretty sure I woke up really late with a migraine, which is always fun, so I decided on a midday bath to de-stress from doing absolutely nothing. Then I actually joined a Zoom meeting, shock horror, which was a session on reflective practice. And it's Thursday. Way too early on a Thursday, mind you. Once again, I'd signed my soul away to coach the novices, so I had to be up at 5:30 a.m, which is a little bit painful, but I do it to myself. So, surprisingly, I was actually feeling really good this morning. I don't really know why, but we'll take it. We'll take it. This was actually such a good outing, and the river looked so gorgeous. So there's really no complaints from me.
Good morning, friends. It's been a rough few days. To be fair, yesterday was mainly quite bad. I think I really haven't filmed any. It's Thursday now, by the way. I wasn't feeling too great yesterday. It was such an awful day. I woke up and it was so dark outside because it was just so cloudy and miserable. But today I'm feeling so much better. I woke up this morning like dancing to song. It was a great time. It's now 10 a.m. I have the last line of my suturing to get finished, because I need to hand this in today, and I've also got to go over all of my practical skills and just read through all the notes that I've written, because we have a formative review of like practical stuff, so like venipuncture, cannulation, catheterization, all that stuff. We've already had one of those in the region, but we're having another one. Yes, this is my second coffee of the day. We got to caffeinate up. Later we have a mock multiple choice paper. I feel like I'm not going to know anything. Again, this literally counts for nothing. They're not even going to see what we got. So really, this is just for me. And I guess it actually might be useful to see how much I know without having done half the stuff. But anyway, it's so weird because some days I literally just wake up and I want nothing to do with life. And then some days I wake up and I'm like, so we're just rolling with it. We're rolling with it. If you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, I don't know. These sunglasses are from a company called TIJN. I just messed up my hair. They very kindly sent me these along with these glasses, which I'm sure you will have seen me wear in this video and other ones as well. These are prescription. They're just, I can't see, I have contacts in. Ow, that wasn't a good idea. And they also have a separate site called Orange by TIJN, which do screen glasses. So they sent me some of these. And they help with glare and stuff when you're looking at a screen, obviously. So, and also you may have seen this bag in videos. They also have a home section which has like bags, shoes, that sort of stuff. This is like the cutest little bag ever. I absolutely love this. Like it is just, it's like the perfect little size, and it has like 3 compartments. They have a lot of really lovely stuff on there. So yeah, thank you so much to TIJN for sending me all this stuff. I feel very spoiled, and I will link all 3 sites in the description box, and I will also link the products that I have, so if you want to check those out then you can do. This is what the sunglasses look like, by the way. I just feel so cool. It is so sunny. Anyway, I'm gonna get to suturing because I have like 2 hours to get everything done. So I think this is the best row of stitches I've done so far. So clearly practice does help. This was number 1, this is number 2, and this is today. And like, honestly, they're looking pretty even. I think they're quite shit anyway, because I think they're too loose, and I don't like this one. This one is ugly. I hate these scissors. They're so like... I'm literally walking to the hospital in the sunshine, listening to Pocket Full of Sunshine. Life's great.
Here's the lovely, ever so scenic route to the teaching centre in the hospital. We had the practical skills review session, after which I got my suturing signed off. I just had to redo one of them with a longer tail and not redo a whole row, thankfully. So here's me doing that in one of the clinical skills labs.
It was honestly not bad. Like, it was just stations and you literally peer assessed each other, so it was literally nothing, except for the fact that it was so stressful. I'm literally just a walking contradiction. You obviously wanted to finish the skill that you were doing in the 10 minutes, but I literally didn't finish my cannula. Like, I literally didn't finish the cannula. I got my sutures signed off, and she said that I should be very proud of them. And this is yet another occasion where I just judge myself way too harshly. I genuinely thought they were ugly. That's done now at least, so I don't have to do suturing until I actually have to do it on a person and get that signed off. But I ordered brown mascara. Don't ask me why. I don't need it. I just wanted to see what it would look like, so I popped this spot earlier and it just looks so angry. I should not have done it, but that honestly looks black. I mean, it's clearly done something. I honestly still prefer Glossier.
I spent some time adding in the following week's timetable into Google Calendar because I like to be able to see everything at a glance, even though our e-learning platform has all of our timetables on there. And then it was time for our mock paper, so enjoy me looking confused for like 20 minutes straight.
You know, it could have been worse. Also, I did not have half an hour to do it. I had like 24 minutes because they made the quiz close at like 5:06, which makes no sense. 53.3%. You know what? That's not bad for someone who hasn't attended half the stuff that and also, I think the pass mark last year was like 54 or something, so let's see what I got wrong. It was pancreatitis. I thought it was pancreatitis, but I wasn't sure. Can alcohol cause pancreatitis? Probably. Pancreatitis. It's probably a risk factor, isn't it? Drinking too much alcohol. Oh, I was right. Go me. Salbutamol. So what did I get wrong here? Oh, lisinopril. Does simvastatin not cause... I swear statins cause coughs. Probably should have put that because he has a fever, so... I was gonna put that. I really need to start going with what I was initially gonna put because... Inappropriate diet, I don't know what that is. Yeah, okay, you can do a DVT scan, but she has a PE. Wouldn't you want to do a CTPA? I'm confused. Oh, good. CT thorax. Yeah, I didn't even have time to read that. Pancreatic. Having reviewed this, some of them I had no chance. A lot of them I'm quite pleased. I'm quite pleased with myself.
And the danger with questions like this is you jump to the diagnosis in this particular scenario.
Wasted time. I think
management of somebody who's got a broad complex tachycardia. It's one of the emergency algorithms.
I woke up feeling awful. I still feel like shit. So that's great. We love that for me. The worst thing is that I now need to do a COVID test and walk it to the hospital. Not because I think I have COVID, but because we need a negative result to be able to go on wards next week. And I could have handed this in yesterday. I literally just need to go put this in a box, but I need to take like a 30-minute round trip. And going anywhere is truly the last thing I want to do right now. My head feels like a stampede of gazelles is like... I was gonna try and make today productive as well. I feel horrific. I don't know what the problem is. Like, why head? Why? I thought that was gonna be good for me. I was like, fresh air, nice bit of walking, you know, it has to be good for like migraines, etc. No. I feel like 10 times worse. I'm trying so hard to muster the energy to go to my supervision, but I'm losing the battle. I feel a bit better, which is good, but that doesn't mean I want to go do work.
I did go to the supervision because I'm such a good student. By go to the supervision, I do mean I logged onto Zoom. But anyway, we had a session on ECGs, which we've had several of already, but it's always good to go over stuff again, especially with ECGs, because I tend to confuse myself very easily, and I'm still not 100% on the science and all the logistics behind it. So, yeah. After that, I attempted, that being the key word, to make egg fried rice, which I severely overcooked, and I got myself a glass of wine because it was Friday. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing here, so I couldn't really tell you, but
I've just made some dessert, which I never make, and that's essentially my evening. I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Usually I don't really watch a lot of YouTube, but there's something so comforting. I think I'm gonna end the video here because tomorrow my family are coming to visit, so I'm not really gonna film that. And it's pretty much the end of this formative assessment slash slacking week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was all over the place. Honestly, this week has been all over the place. It's been so up and down. I feel like I've got whiplash from how this week has gone. If you enjoyed this somewhat boring vlog, then do give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna put this down. Give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel. The button is below this video. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully be very, very soon. Bye!